Hello friends, welcome to White Ray Media. Today we are going to see 10th standard chapter 5 coordinate geometry session 5 topic slope of a straight line. This is a continuation of session 4. If you didn't watch session 4, the link is given in the description box. You can watch that. Definition slope. We have seen this definition in the session 4 itself. So even now we are seeing the slope of the line joining the points A x1, y1 and B x2, y2 is given by m is equal to bc divided by ac, that is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. This is the formula. It should be used when two coordinates will be given. Problem 1, exercise 5.2, 9th sum. So that the following points form a right angle triangle and check whether they satisfy Pythagoras theorem. Points L 0, 5, M 9, 12, N 3, 14. Let us see the solution. You can see the illustration diagram with given points. Let m1, m2, m3 be the slopes of the sides LM, MN, NL of the triangle. To prove it is a right angle triangle, we need to prove that any two pair of sides are perpendicular. Now let us see how to find slopes of the sides. First, slope of the side LM, it is taken as m1. We have got all the points of L and M. We are using the formula m1 is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. We are applying the x and y points in the formula 12 minus y divided by 9 minus 0. Therefore, m1 is equal to 7 divided by 9. Then we are going to find the slope of mn, that is taken as m2. We are applying the points in the formula m2 is equal to 14 minus 12 divided by 3 minus 9, that is equal to 2 divided by minus 6. Therefore, m2 is equal to minus 1 divided by 3. Next, we need to find another one slope of the side BC. It is taken as m3. So, m3 is equal to 14 minus 5 divided by 3 minus 0, that is equal to 9 by 3. m3 is equal to 3. Now we are going to use the perpendicular formula. Product of two slopes is equal to minus 1. So we are applying m2 and m3. Minus 1 divided by 3 into 3, that is equal to minus 1. If we get minus 1, the two sides are perpendicular. The corresponding two sides are MN and NL. Therefore, MN is perpendicular to NL. Therefore, the points form a right-angled triangle. Right-angled at the point N. Now let us check whether the points satisfy the Pythagoras theorem or not. From the triangle LMN, we need to prove the Pythagoras theorem. LM square is equal to MN square plus NL square, where MN is perpendicular to NL. We can see the illustration picture. Now we need to find the sides LM, MN and NL using distance formula. Distance formula D is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. We are finding all the sides, distance of all the sides. LM is equal to square root of 130, MN is equal to square root of 40, NL is equal to square root of 90. We have applied all the x and y values in the three calculations. Now, let us apply all the three sides in Pythagoras theorem. Mn square plus nl square is equal to square root of 40 the whole square plus square root of 90 the whole square. That is equal to 40 plus 90 is equal to 130. That is nothing but Lm square. Therefore, Mn square plus nl square is equal to Lm square. Therefore, given points satisfies the Pythagoras theorem. Problem 2, exercise 5.2, 10th sum. So that the given points form a parallelogram. Point A 2.5, 3.5, B 10, minus 4, C 2.5, minus 2.5 and D minus 5, 5. Let us see the solution. Illustration picture. You can see the illustration picture. Here AB parallel to CD, BC parallel to AD. Pair of sides are parallel and equal, and the midpoints of the diagonals are same. O is the midpoint. We have taken all the points given. To prove ABCD is a parallelogram, we need to prove that slope of AB is equal to slope of CD, slope of BC is equal to slope of AD, midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. Now we are going to find the slope of AB taken as M1. Let us apply all the x and y values in the formula. M1 is equal to minus 4 minus 3.5 divided by 10 minus 2.5. That is equal to minus 7.5 divided by 7.5. And M1 is equal to minus 1. Now let us find the slope of CD taken as M2. Let us apply all the x and y values. M2 is equal to minus 2.5 minus 5 divided by 2.5 minus of minus 5. That is equal to minus 7.5 divided by 7.5. Here the slopes M1 and M2 are same. Now let us find the slope of BC taken as M3. We are applying all the x and y values in M3. Minus 2.5 minus of minus 4 divided by 2.5 minus 10. That is equal to 1.5 divided by minus 7.5. Therefore, M3 is equal to minus 1 divided by 5. Now let us find the slope of AD taken as M4. Let us apply all the x and y values in M4. That is equal to 5 minus 3.5 divided by minus 5 minus 2.5. That is equal to 1.5 divided by minus 7.5. Therefore, M4 is equal to minus 1 by 5. Here, the slopes M3 and M4 are equal. Now, we have found that the slope of AB is equal to slope of CD is equal to minus 1. Slope of BC is equal to slope of AD is equal to minus 1 divided by 5. Now we are going to show that midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. So to find the midpoint, we are using formula. Midpoint of AC is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. We are applying x and y values in the formula. So we are getting midpoint of AC is equal to 2.5, 0.5. Next we are going to find the midpoint of BD. We are applying the x and y values. 10 minus 5 divided by 2, minus 4 plus 5 divided by 2. That is equal to 2.5, 0.5. we can see the illustration picture in which the midpoint is same for the two diagonals AC and BD. Therefore, midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD is equal to 2.5, 0.5. Now we have proved that the slope of opposite sides of the parallelogram are equal and the midpoints of the diagonals are same. Therefore, given points form a parallelogram. If you like this video, give a like and comment about the video and subscribe our channel. Thank you.